Patrick mentioned it in the interview there, actually. The fact that the wingers with Martinelli on the right-hand side are going wide. They're not cutting back inside. They're getting the ball into the box. Yeah, I do. I feel that way. But you need someone in areas that are going to go in and, exploit that space, go into that space where they're going to have chances. Where just in that one way, if you've got an out-and-out centre forward that makes that run forward, one of their midfielders comes in like the Villa goal where Ollie Watkins goes forward and the attacking midfielder comes in. I just think Arsenal are really screaming out for an out-and-out centre-forward that's going to play between the lines of the 18-yard box, not go out wide. Kai Havertz ended up playing out wide left at times. You want someone that's just going to play between the goals, because I feel with what they've got, wide players, they'll score goals. Or whether it's a striker or something else, maybe multiple other players. Are we just seeing that Arsenal's squad isn't equipped to stand the rigours of multiple challenges this season? Now, I don't agree with that, if I'm being honest, because they're schoolboy errors. They're schoolboy errors. It's not like teams are opening them up and you're going, oh my God, they could be stopped today. I don't care what division you're in. Them 2 goals could be stopped. If you do your job, and all you're asking as a manager is for them players to go out on that pitch and do their job. Whether it be a centre forward, he's got to score a goal, or if it's the wingers, they've got to get their crosses in. That's what you'll be told as the manager. We'll say, the 2 wingers, get your cross in, forward need a goal. Midfield players, keep it tight and defend. Follow your runners and defend. And today certain players let Arteta down. And I don't think that's because the score's shallow, because today we've just seen 2 big mistakes. Mourinho lets Tielemans run off him. And honestly, I cannot believe what I've just watched with Partey. I can't believe it. Let's read out to you another graphic, which gives us maybe an indicator of where this is going wrong for Arsenal this season. Record against top and bottom half teams. Let me just show you the right-hand column first of all. 10 wins out of 11 against the bottom half, and maybe 2 wins out of 11 against top half teams. Tells the story. You know what? That's really strange for me, because with Arsenal, you'd sit there and think, right, bottom half teams will come to the Emirates or even away from home, sit 10 behind the ball, make it really difficult. The top half teams might come to the Emirates or even at home have a go at Arsenal. And that's when Arsenal, you think, will find gaps and with their play will open teams up. I mean, I'm flabbergasted with that because, teams, the top half teams will have a go at Arsenal and there's room, the bottom half teams. Yeah, I'm flabbergasted with that. I really am. I just think Arsenal, I'm really worried about mentality, if I'm being honest. But remember how they finished last season? Yeah. Shit went on that extraordinary run of results. Was it 16 wins from the last 18 games? They've got, 17 left now, 16 left now. So this, in theory, they could still go on another extraordinary run. Do they have that within their capability, do you think? Especially if they were added to another forward player. I think they need to add another forward player. I think that's key for me with Arsenal. I really do. Not having Saka is a massive blow. I know that he'll come back in March sort of time. He might be back available. But losing him for me is such a key player to lose. You're not getting the best out of Odegaard because they're on the same wavelength. You need someone who's going to be sticking the ball. They are creating chances. That's the thing. It's not like they're not creating chances. But, today if they go and get that 3rd goal and maybe a 4th goal, which we've seen Arsenal do time and time again, that's where they blow teams away. They're not blowing teams away and they're conceding poor goals today, but doesn't it also always feel like a crisis when Arsenal drop points? You play for Arsenal Football Club, they're a Rolls-Royce football club. You play for, United are 15th, 16th place. They lose a game and everybody goes, oh my God, Man United have lost, but they've lost because they're not very good, but still a crisis because it's Man United. And it's the same with Arsenal. These are top teams. You go and play for them teams. You've got to follow runners. You've got to defend. You've got to put yourself on the line, and that's why they play for big clubs. But I've watched now, when I started, I backed Arsenal the last 2 years and thought, you know what, they've been unlucky. They've pushed one of the best teams we've ever seen all the way to the penultimate game and to the last game. Now I'm watching them, I think, have they got it? Have they got it? When push comes to shove, like today, clearly you think, not. I start to worry now. I do start to worry. I watch it. I mean, the Tottenham game looks after itself. Tottenham, the moment are struggling. Their players, ain't got all their players fit. But when I was fortunate enough to win 2 league titles, you've got to have something. You've got to have something about you that you've got to go, he ain't scoring. I'm defending, and the 2 goals, Mourinho and Partey, you want to stop the game with a Partey one and get the ref to give him a mic and go up to him and go, right, what was you thinking? You do. Because I want to know what he was thinking. I just don't know. I dread to think what Jamie's going to do on Monday night, because he would look at that and Jamie would have never done that. And he must have played, 600-700 games, Jamie Carragher, or even more. He would have never done that in his life. Never, ever. he would have gone, that's my man, I'm standing with him. He wouldn't have just gone like that and walked off. I think what's frustrating with Arsenal is, I think last season, they've come so close. They've scored, was it 90-odd goals that they've scored, same goal difference as Man City, like so close, and they have been. But have they pushed on to go and get even closer to winning the title? That's where I think that they fell short. I think they've needed to have a striker come through the doors. City did it with Haaland when they bought Haaland in. Go and get a Gyökeres or go and get someone who they could have had. There was links with Isaac there at the early stages of the season. Go and get someone that's going to go and play through the middle. You've got so much quality in wide areas, and that's where I feel there's a piece missing in that. And now I'm starting to think, I wanted them to go and really push Liverpool. I just don't know if I see it's quite them with Merce. There's not quite that fit there at the moment.